So you built the thing, or maybe you're about to, you watched the tutorials, fired up Cursor or Bolt or whatever, and the first version actually worked. It felt incredible. Then 30 days hits and something breaks. Day 60, the code base is a mess. Day 90, you're basically starting over. And you're sitting there wondering if this whole SaaS thing was even worth it. It is. The software industry has lost over $285 billion in market cap. Enterprise SaaS is dying, but solo founders building small focused products, 5 to 50,000 a month, 70% margins. I'm one of them. I built a SaaS to $100,000 a year in revenue. And the difference between the people who make it and the people who quit isn't the code, it's what happens after version 1. And most people have no idea what hits them. Here's how the AmChamp actually happened, because the path to $100,000 a year looks nothing like what YouTube makes it look like. Before the AmChamp, I was running a marketing agency, worked with business across 3 continents, but this one pattern kept showing up everywhere I looked. We generate floods of leads for clients, ads worked, landing pages converted, then nothing would happen. Leads would come in on WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, and nobody on the client's team was fast enough to respond. By the time they replied hours later, the lead had already messaged a competitor. I watched this happen at over 20 businesses, millions in potential revenue gone, not because of bad marketing, because of slow follow-up. Every AI chatbot on the market was useless for real sales conversations. They hit people with, "How can I help you today?" and the lead would bounce. So I built the thing that was missing. The AmChamp, it's an AI sales agent. Plug it into WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. It handles real conversations, answers objections, and closes deals. Not a chatbot, an agent that sells. Now this next part changed everything about how I built. The first version wasn't built in Cloud Code. It wasn't even real code. The proof of concept was built using Go High Level and Zapier. Duct tape. The actual first version was a Flutter Flow, a basic AI chat plugged into WhatsApp. It was ugly, it barely worked. People paid for it anyway because it answered leads in seconds instead of hours. They didn't care what it looked like, they cared that it solved the problem they had right now. What matters is 3 things. Find a real problem, build the smallest thing that solves it. Get someone to pay before you build the pretty version. Most people do it backwards. They build for months, then try to find customers. I found customers first because I was already working with them. And one decision is the difference between making a 100K a year and building something nobody uses. But the reason most people do it backwards isn't because they don't know better. It's because everything they've learned about building a SaaS misses the one thing that actually matters. Think about what most build a SaaS content actually teaches you. How to use Cursor, how to set up a database, how to deploy, how to add authentication. That's the easy part now. AI handles most of it. You can get a working first version in a weekend. I've seen people do it in an afternoon and they feel great about it until they don't. Nobody teaches the hard parts. How do you know if anyone will actually pay for this? How do you scope your first version so you're not building for 3 months? What do you do when your first users find bugs you've never imagined? Those are the decisions that determine whether your SaaS makes money or dies in silence. And no tutorial covers them because the answers are different for every product. When I was building the AmChamp, I didn't need another tutorial. I needed someone to look at my specific situation and say, do this next, drop the feature, launch on this channel, raise the price. Getting those calls wrong cost me months, but there's a reason you can't get those decisions from a video. I watched every SaaS pricing video out there. None of them could tell me what to charge because they didn't know my product, my market, my numbers. That's what's missing. You keep watching content thinking the next video will unlock it. It won't. The answer isn't a video. It's a conversation about your product with someone who's already been through it. That's exactly what this SaaS Accelerator is. And it's built on 3 things. SaaS Accelerator is built on 3 things that keep you moving: coaching, intel, and a room full of builders who actually ship. Number 1, coaching. This is the core of everything. One-on-one access to someone who's already built a SaaS to 100K a year. You book time with me, share your screen, show me your product, your landing page, your pricing page, and I'll tell you what to do next. Not theory, not here are 10 options. I look at your thing and I make the call. Every Thursday there's a group coaching call. Bring your project, hot seats, teardowns, live Q&A. Every call recorded if you can't make it. And between calls, you can ask me anything directly in the community. I'm there every day. That means you never stay stuck for more than 24 hours. Real answers from someone who's done it. Coaching only covers what you bring to the call. There's a whole category of stuff you don't even know to ask about yet. Number 2. Intel. Every Monday I post what's working in SaaS right now, hot niches, launch tactics that are converting this week, pricing strategies, ad breakdowns. This isn't content recorded 6 months ago. This is what's happening right now, curated by someone who's in the market. If you don't have an idea yet, the intel is where you'll find one. If you already have a product, the intel tells you where to launch it and how to price it. The market changes every week. The intel keeps up, but coaching and intel still won't carry you through month 3 on your own. That's when most people quit, which is why the third piece matters most. Number 3, the community. Building a SaaS is lonely. Your friends don't get it. Your family thinks it's a phase. You're excited about a feature you shipped at 2 a.m. and there's nobody to tell. You hit the wall and you don't even know if the wall is normal or if your whole idea is broken. So you stop. Inside SaaS Accelerator, you see people posting wins, first customers, first 1,000 a month in recurring revenue. You see people hitting the same walls you're hitting and getting through them. Seeing other people ship is what keeps you shipping, and building always gets hard. So what are you actually paying for? The entire curriculum is free. Finding your first customer to launching your product, you're not paying for videos, you're paying for coaching, live intel, and the room you're in. Every month you don't launch costs you way more than you think. Let's say your SaaS charges $100 a month per customer. Pretty normal for a business too. Say you launched 3 months earlier because you had coaching. That's 3 months of customers you wouldn't have had. Even 10 customers in month 1 is $1,000 a month recurring every month, and SaaS compounds. Month 1, 10, month 3, 30, month 6, 50, 5,000 a month, all because you shipped earlier. But delays compound too. Every month you wait, you don't just lose that month's revenue, you lose all the compounding after it. 6 months of delay isn't 6,000 loss, it's tens of thousands over the next year. The difference between the people who make it and the people who don't isn't talent, it's speed. Speed comes from not making the same mistakes everyone else makes. That's what coaching gives you, speed. Well, speed doesn't matter if you're running in the wrong direction. I don't even have an idea yet. That's the number one thing people tell me before they join. Let me handle the 3 situations I hear most. If you don't have an idea, good. That's what the weekly intel is for. Hot niches, underserved markets, validated problems. Members have found their ideas inside the community. You don't need an idea to join. You need the right environment to find one. If you're not technical, you don't need to be. AI tools let non-developers build real products now. My first version was Go High Level and Zapier, zero code. I help you pick the right tools and get past the walls when they come up. If you already have a product but no customers, perfect. That's the most common situation inside the community. Getting customers, standing out, and picking where to launch is half of what we work on. I built the Unchamp while running on agency, managing clients, dealing with everything else. If I had this back then, a community of builders around me, coaching calls every week, someone telling me which decisions to make, I would have gotten there twice as fast. That's not a guess. I know exactly which months I wasted. That's why I built this. The thing I needed when I was building the Unchamp didn't exist. The only question left is whether you want to skip those months or live through them yourself. SaaS Accelerator, coaching, intel, and a community of builders. The window right now is real. AI tools make it possible to build in weeks what used to take months. Solo founders are making real money. Keep watching tutorials alone or start building with someone who's already did it. I'll see you inside.